opportunity to congratulate us all on being witness to the momentous occasion in celebrating our 50 years of our cultural celebration and expression. To the people of St. Martin, I would like to take this opportunity to state that, or bring to the attention as a precaution from now, the need to guide and caution and protect our children from all forms of dangers that may be exposed during this carnival season. Let us instill a healthy code of conduct for all our youngsters, not only by communicating this with our words, but most importantly, through our actions and deeds. Let us as adults put in practice what we preach and speak, with the keen understanding that youngsters not only follow what we say, but also act out what we display. In the week of March 18th to the 22nd, the National Recovery Program Bureau hosted implementation support missions of the World Bank and the Emergency Recovery Project 1 and the Emergency Debris Management Project. During the week, a number of progress meetings were held with several stakeholders, including the involved ministries, representatives of the St. Martin Housing Development Foundation, and the police, fire, and ambulance services. The missions also conducted site visits to the landfill of French St. Martin and the Belvedere housing projects. The overall goal of the two missions was to work with the National Recovery Program Bureau to review the progress of the projects, discuss implementation challenges, agree on actions for priority activities, and assess procurement and financial management compliance. Since the last supervision missions that were held in December of last year, progress has been made in the implementation of both projects. Specific challenges still remain due to the relative complexity of the projects, the lack of experience with the applicable social and environmental standards, the local market's limited capacity to respond to tender opportunities, and the limited technical and administrative capacity within government and the Bureau to manage the projects. Over the past months, a number of strategies have been identified and are being implemented to counteract these challenges. These strategies include increased amounts of support from the World Bank in the form of hands-on technical assistance, the accelerated recruitment of the Bureau staff, and the organizing training and information sessions for local businesses. Key ongoing priority activities under the Emergency Recovery Project 1 and the Emergency Debris Management Project include the repairs to the Phillipsburg and Simpson Bay police stations, purchasing of emergency vehicles for the fire department and ambulance department, the procurement of emergency communications equipment, the repair of shelter locations, 13 of them, and the home repair programs for social and private homes, the repair of schools, debris clearance and collection, fire suppression activities, vessel recovery and salvaging in the Simpson Bay Lagoon, and lastly, technical assistance for solid waste management. At the end of the mission, the Bureau and the World Bank agreed upon action plans with proposed completion dates for these priority activities. The next support mission is scheduled to take place in July, where progress on these agreed upon actions will be evaluated. St. Martin, represented by the Minister Plenipotentiary Ms. Urine Weuter and Senior Policy Advisor in the Department of Foreign Affairs Mr. Patrice Gomes, recently participated in the 8th Summit of the Heads of State and/or Government of the Association of Caribbean States held in Managua, Nicaragua. During St. Martin's address, which spoke to the name Uniting Efforts in the Caribbean to Face Climate Change, the government called the region to formalize arbitrary acts of cooperation into regional mechanisms to mitigate and adapt, underscoring that the effects of Hurricanes Irma and Maria were only magnified because of the lack of defined disaster response protocols, particularly with our regional partners. This is something that during my time as Prime Minister I have been working tirelessly to correct with the EUC structure, ensuring clearer work lines and relationships with regional institutions such as CRIF, the Caribbean Parametric Insurance Agency, and SEDEMA, the Caribbean Disaster Response Agency. The government called on the ACS to use its network to leverage support for not only mitigation but adaptation initiatives. I also want to point out that after much discussion, the association now allows for associate members like St. Martin to take up positions on the thematic committee.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
GEBE has been faithfully serving the communities of St. Martin, powering your home and our economy. Come rain or shine, our qualified team of professionals are working hard 24 hours a day to provide you and your family with safe, reliable electricity and water. We use the latest technologies and test our products daily to maintain the highest international standards. Our friendly staff is always there to assist you, whether in person, over the phone, or online. We are committed to constantly improving our products and services, making them more efficient, effective, and environmentally friendly to serve you better today and our next generation of clients tomorrow. GEBE, powering a brighter future.
Our friend Megawati is here with tips to save you energy. 1. Turn your airco temperature up. 2. Use a ceiling fan instead. 3. Buy energy-saving products. Save some green with NVGEBE.
The Department of Sport recently wrapped up a well-attended 3-day conference geared towards the national sporting federations and associations on the island. The sports conference was held in collaboration with the NPOR, who helped facilitate a number of lectures in a number of different areas, such as filing taxes for sporting organizations presented by Paul Van Vliet, fundraising and project writing presented by Melanie Choisy, Alison DeHer, and Jose Summers, management and development presented by Fleur Hermanides and Melissa Gums, how to communicate and your organization presented by Jennifer Carty and Alston Lawrence. Mrs. Olga Mussington of the Student Support Services Division and also the Court of Guardianship presented on the last day a number of pertinent safeguarding themes such as responding to concerns of a child's well-being and recruiting the right people to work and to volunteer, just to name a few of the topics. The Department of Sport, along with the National Sports Institute and the St. Martin Sport and Olympic Federation, also presented their 2018-2019 overview, where it was reiterated the continued commitment towards the progress of sports on our island. Over the 3-day period, more than 15 sporting federations and associations were represented, which amount for about 2/3 of the national sporting community on the island. An exit survey was sent out on Monday, April 1st, 2019, which serves two purposes. Firstly, to evaluate the event, and secondly, to adjust next year's sports conference to better serve the sporting community. The responses so far have been extremely positive, but only represent a third of the attendees of the conference. The Department of Sport is waiting the responses from the other federations and the other associations. The excitement in sports this past weekend was the Adam Sanford All-Star T20 tournament, which was held from March 28th through March the 30th, 2019, on the grounds of the Carib Lumber Ballpark. The games were exciting to the last ball. Again, I must congratulate the organizers, all the participating teams and players, and of course, the winners, St. Martin's very own Spartans. Cricket is doing well in our country, and we must support the efforts of all our local coaches, players, and teams as they continue to propel us into the international stage. On sports again, CONCACAF Nations League in the Confederation of North, Central America and Caribbean Association Football, CONCACAF Nations League, Dutch St. Martin took victory over the French side by a 4-3 score, which has given us an improved ranking in the league, now standing at 38 out of 41 countries, with an increase in 37 points. As we work together, being united and focused on making the resources available for football and for other sports, I am confident that St. Martin will go on to higher ranks and greater achievements in the not too distant future.
Hey ma, how you doing? You busy?
I hear, just paying some bills, taking care of business, you know what it is?
I know, you're doing your online banking.
I don't have to stand in those long lines to pay bills. I can transfer when I want. I can check my account wherever. It's like the bank open 24/7. I even here checking the statement right now as we're talking. How's Miami?
Well, that's why I'm calling. I'm finishing up a few songs now, but I'm afraid that studio time might be more than I thought. And I was wondering if I could get some help with some funds, and I could pay you back as soon as I get back to St. Martin.
Let me check my account. How much you need?
I think 500 should be enough.
I can transfer it to you while online. Direct from me to you. No problem.
Great. Thank you so much, Ma. I'll get online with Viv now.
Alright, darling. You know who you're for?
I need to know who you're for.
Contact Wib today for your complete personal online banking experience. Available for all mobile devices. The Wynwood Islands Bank, now your online banking partner in progress.
Who you're for.
And with so much non-compliance, unaddressed by successive governments, businesses are being favored, whereas we, the workers, cannot escape or get any leniency in paying our wage tax. How much of our wage tax held back by employers of businesses is still outstanding? Who is favored by the non-compliance? We, the workers, or the businesses? What is government doing to assure that the employers comply and pay the wage tax owed to government? So what is the leniency provided to the workers concerning their monthly wage tax payment? As far as we know, none. Relief in the income tax return for workers? What is the relief we get with the income tax? The minister said that if we owe income tax, we can enter a payment arrangement with the receiver. What are the facts? When we file our tax return for the income tax, it takes years for government to assess and to pay us the tax which we have paid in excess. Only now, in the beginning of this year, people started to receive their final income tax assessment of the years 2015 and 2016. So where is the relief in income tax, with government still having a delay in providing us with a final assessment of 2017, and God knows when we get back our money of 2018? Only if the final assessment concludes that we still owe government, then we can enter a payment arrangement with the receiver's office. How is government favoring the average small man who has to get from the receivers the wage tax and social premiums paid in excess? What is the leniency provided to the income taxpayers? No leniency for us, but the government is lenient in delaying our final tax assessments of the past years. The turnover tax. Who has the relief? The consumer or the business? We spoke about the turnover tax in our previous press conference as one of those taxes which we, the consumers, are paying to government, and that government is collecting via the businesses. What is the leniency provided to the average small man with a turnover tax? We repeat what we said. So now, Minister of Finance, he is telling the business owners that they can play a little longer with the money collected from us for government by entering into a payment arrangement with government. In other words, no leniency for the consumers going through their hardships after Irma. But this government providing leniency to businesses with monies collected from consumers to be deposited in government coffers every 15th of the month. If they cannot pay, they can enter the payment arrangement. So why we call this discrimination? We, the consumers, paid our TOT at the moment of each thing or service we bought. No delay in TOT payment for us, the consumers. But businesses can file for postponement of the payment and even enter payment arrangements when they owe this tax that the consumers had to pay to government.
In my opinion, everything is perfect and you would be great for the job. But I see here that there's a 2-year gap in your resume. What did you do?
I was hospitalized for mental illness.
Oh, mental illness?
I've undergone treatment and I have a wonderful family that supports me.
Well, that is good news.
No, it's fine. I'm recovered.
we'll contact you, okay?
For a better understanding of mental health and what you can do to stop mental health stigma, please go to the Mental Health Foundation's website at www.mhf-sxm.com.
Nina, Melissa, nostro junto con Lucian, dirigente di gruppo Sanguinei, e creatividade, e aí aqui, como vai com ele?
Bom, é aí que nós estamos na Antártica, nós representamos o continente Antártica, nós que ilustramos o mundo, com nós quebrando, nós lá que quebra, é Antártica. E esta smell, então você mira o que está passando, a água vai fluir, mais alto, e esta smell, então você mira, a boniteza de Antártica também, o qual é solo, com esta brilha branco, blau e turquoise.
Hobby bonita, como vai com o público Candicaia e Ford Roosevelt Vector com aqui na conta baiano?
Tremendo, o público é tremendo, com um bom suporte, nós podemos estar com nosso hobby contente do público.
E que disfrutar para o que trata Carnaval 2019.
Tremendo, danke.
Assim aí, o grupo Xanguilhei passa nos dilante aqui na Melissa, Nina.
Correcto, grupo de Carnaval Xanguilhei acaba de cruzar nos dilante, então não está pendente para nos sair grupo Euforia G7A. Grupo G7A, Grupo Euforia, com 30 participantes. Não está acercando-nos. Aqui, Den Marchenas City. Faltando 8 grupos más para Carnaval llega a su final aquí en los posts na Marchena. Corda, si vos no alcanzas mira o porque siento tranquilo, na bocas bo gente na Holanda, bo gente na foco no logra mira na por subir Cariflex, download Cariflex gratis y así na por mira repetición de marcha aquí y tour sobre a marcha. Ora con non que maneira non que stop e play tour es aquí. Bota hanya via di Cariflex nos plataforma.
Bom, mira, grupo Zoye acercando aqui na Nina com Melissa.
Sim, esse significa que nós não temos euforia em sequência com nada suposita. Zoye também, mas da promessa aí, não? Tu acha que nós estamos assim curto papi com entre como chelita na nós mira quizás se nós a bisa de fazer acaba, pero é parte música, é parte about turco tapa, full reciclar, mas bonita mesmo. Grupo Zoye, Curaçao Carnival Group, com 12 participantes. Rapture of the Seas, nanta 13. Sim, não, agora não se compreende. O Grupo Zoye está em parte com Euforia, assim está. Grupo Zoye está join com Euforia. Euforia tem algum grupo que está individual, nanta join junto com Zoye. Paso Zoyeta 13, Rapture of the Seas.
Melissa, me está junto com Manuel Dias, awe, bota enjoying o carnaval, bota demo glória.
Awe tá mais com glória, basta dulce, me.
Vai Ford Roosevelt aqui nato, quando vai indo com o ambiente Candicaia, quando vai que competição de público, bom mês.
Tudo gosto bom ganha, opi bom, opi nete competição, passa dentro dom, dava uma experiência trove incrível. Mira, conturena da coisa, é coisa com tremendo.
Mas um pino mais, papai? Ando a carregar energia para Carnaval Sub-50 edição.
Seguro que sim!
Aí está nosso amigo, colega Manuel de TDS.